Welcome back to In the Hype Seat. My name is Holly Meyer Lucas, and I'm so excited about my guest today. My dear, dear friend, Andrew Jevin, was here in the studio with me, and we had the best conversation about the Social Summit, the event he's putting on for real estate agents in Miami. We talked about him being vulnerable on social media, how he built his brand, and it's really important to me that I give him fresh questions and like a fresh opportunity to have just a fresh conversation. I feel like he's spoken so much about how he built his brand on social media, so I tried to keep the conversation about new things, like the new Andrew and the Andrew of 2026. I could literally talk to Andrew forever. I love him so much. What he's building in our real estate community and the community that he's creating within the real estate community is just remarkable. I would argue that anyone that follows him or that is part of his ecosystem knows that we're a better industry with Andrew in it. So without further ado, welcome Andrew Jevin to In the Hype Seat. Super, super excited to have you here because, as I was just saying, I feel like you and I talked about this. It's funny, when you came in, you really put into perspective for me. It has been a hot minute, right?
It's been, I want to say like almost 5 years.
That's what it feels like. It's been 3, but it feels like I feel like our entire relationship, I've been building this place.
Yeah, so they're like, and when it was always, I'm going to come out here. I'm going to come out here to the mothership. There was going to be like a mothership grand opening party.
Yeah.
That's like, and I feel like that was like 2 summers ago, maybe.
Yes.
So
that's
to
so
finally
funny.
be here.
I still need to have, I
magic.
need to have a grand opening party. We did a grand opening for Pod Plus, and it's so funny. Like, I feel like when we opened, I was so burnt out. I mean, you know, that's like, you've been with the Social Summit and with all the things that you've built, I feel like when we finally opened the mothership, I was so burnt out and so sick of myself.
Yeah.
Like, I was so sick of storytelling around it, you know?
Yep. No, but this place needs, like, just looking around, this place needs a proper opening party. You deserve that for yourself.
I appreciate you saying that.
Do that.
I feel like I'm going to get my boobs done and then we'll do it. That's not me randomly just saying that. There's a conversation off camera for the record. Andrew Jevin, welcome to In the Hype Seat. I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I am going to jump right into who Andrew is today. I feel like you have had the opportunity to, I feel like I've heard your backstory because I love you so much and I listen to every single thing that you're on. But I feel like I've heard your backstory a bunch of times. But for the people, just recap quickly, like you moving to LA, like give the people just a jumping off point.
Yeah. Grew up outside of Philly, went to school in Orlando, and then 20 years ago moved to Los Angeles to be an actor. Did that like whole like commercials and stuff like the pilots, auditioning for a very long time, for 10 years. My dad died actually 13 years ago tomorrow. Isn't that crazy? And so I'll do something tomorrow to honor him, but kind of just like rocked my world. Started having like panic attacks at auditions and crying in my car. And then I was waiting tables at the time, and one of my girlfriends that I worked with, she's like, Andrew, she's like, why don't you get your real estate license? She's like, I'm getting mine. I was like, okay. I was like, let's see what it's like. That was in 2014. I got my license. First year, fucked around, did nothing. You know, I thought, I'm going to get my license. Everybody's going to use me. That didn't happen. And then I started using social media. Snapchat was what I started using for the snapping realtor. And that's kind of how I started my business. But that's like, it's like crazy when you're like, who is Andrew today? Because I think of like, oh my God, like just the confidence that I have has changed. Like I'm so comfortable with who I am.
Yeah.
And like what I bring to the table, but not like, I don't think I have an ego. Like I'm not like egocentric. I'm always so grateful for the opportunities that I get, like being here in Jupiter for the Connected Dots event with Compass. Like I'm so grateful that I get this opportunity. I don't take it lightly, but I do think like this Andrew is a lot more confident. Is a lot more comfortable with himself.
Yeah. And I would argue that this Andrew is also just a bad bitch, man. Like you've done so much, and everybody, it's funny. We were talking before we started rolling, we were talking about like how when you're a speaker and you know, all the influencer, whatever you want to call people like you and I, creators, whatever, you can be polarizing. And you were making a joke about how like we're all polarizing. And in my head, I was like, actually, you're not. Like, I don't think I've ever met a single person that genuinely like has anything ever, like not even a smidge of negativity toward you. Like I feel like that's implying that there's like negativity about everybody, and there's not, but like I just feel like everybody loves you. And I think the secret sauce there is just how vulnerable you've been with who you are and where you came from, and like you're just out here to have some fun, man.
Yeah,
you know, like,
it's not that
like
deep. It's really not that
not
deep.
that serious.
Like and like I think like I figured out a way, and this my own journey with myself is like creating a space for other people to feel safe being their self.
Yeah.
And not judged and I like, that's like a cool feeling to have. It's a really, really cool feeling to have.
That is really actually so on point I feel like the handful of times that you and I have been around each other in person, which is kind of rare. I feel like I've maybe been around you maybe five
Like
times
yeah.
in person total.
Yeah.
Like, right? That's probably about right.
Yeah.
But you have always made me feel like I don't need to put on any kind of mask or like it is what it is, not what it's not. Like you have a really unique quality to make people feel safe. My point in bringing up is each time I've been around you, I've been a different body size. So the first time we met, I just had Desi and I was like 250 pounds. And then I was my normal weight again. And then I just had Crosby and I was a bajillion pounds. And I feel like I've never had to do the song and dance with you.
Yeah.
Like you just make people feel comfortable.
Yeah. Like it doesn't even like cross my mind of
it's a really unique quality.
Anything. Like to me, I'm like, I guess I don't even think anything like that.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's more like segueing into the pressure of social media. It's more like I always feel like when I see people at events that I know from social media, I have to explain why I'm why I look so different in that,
chapter
8 months period. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with you, it's like
well, for a while, it did feel like you were just popping out babies.
I mean, I really was.
You kind of were.
How many kids do I have? I don't even know. Talk a little bit about like the Andrew that you are today and all the things you have going on. I feel like your story is so inspiring. And you have inspired so many people to get on social media, to put themselves out there. Like that has to be, I mean, that just must make you just glow inside.
Oh, it does. Like there was a day last week, I was with like I call them my W-2 friends, like non-agents, like that really don't understand this sometimes. And we were at lunch and she said something like, why do you do all of this? And like within that hour, 3 agents texted me like wins that they got from something like of being themselves. And I whipped out my phone. I said, this is why.
Yeah.
And like she was like reading the text and she's like, oh my God, like, whoa, like that's deep. Like, and like that, so like that's why I do it.
It's so deeply relatable for me.
Yeah.
I had such a similar interaction with a family member. They were coming for me for being like, this person basically said like your content is narcissistic and like basically like who's listening to you.
Yeah.
And I had the exact same moment. Like that to me 10 years ago would have
crushed you. It probably would have shut you down from social media for like 6 months.
Literally, yes.
Right.
And me now goes, nope, I have like 500 people that texted me yesterday saying I changed their lives. And I'm not glazing myself up. I know you get that too, you know?
Just you've created a space for people to be able to relate to you on something.
Yeah, it's remarkable. And I will say that if you see Andrew at any events, because I know you're like me like this, it is never an inconvenience, never like I want people to come up to me and say what thing they heard me randomly rambling about. Like how much do you love that when people come up to you and they're like, oh, I did the pie thing and
like or like they're like I got penne alla vodka last night. I was thinking of you. Or I went to Hillstone and I was like, I know what Andrew orders at Hillstone. I just went back to his Instagram because I did that stupid post. But it's like I also love it because like we're very similar in so many ways. But like I'm actually like very introverted a lot of the times, specifically at like big events like social agent events, where it's like I love the fact that agents know so much about me, like that they're coming up to me. So it makes it a lot easier for me to then to like kind of breathe and like talk to people because I'm not just somebody that goes up and starts talking to people.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I never was.
When you first started like getting like to be recognizable, your audience is you have such a micro niche. I love it so much. Like people, it's funny. I feel like anyone listening to this might go and look at your profile and like you only, and I'm putting big air quotes around that, how many followers do you have on Instagram?
Like 30,000.
Yeah, which is like a micro,
really,
but so saturated. And like you have like a soldier following, right? Like I tell people this all the time. Like your following of 30,000 people is probably stronger than most people's with 300,000 people. Yeah. Is that fair?
I would say, yeah.
Yeah, especially in the real estate space. Like you can't walk through a real estate conference and not have 100 people stop you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Andrew, today, when you first though started getting to be recognized, did that give you anxiety at all, or like what was that experience like for you?
Oh yeah, it definitely did. It still does sometimes. Like I was just at an event this afternoon and walked in, and all these agents were coming to talk about the social summit. Like, oh my Andrew, I saw you from across the, and like it does just like. I get a little anxious about it, but I will say that the first time it happened, I was like, oh, this is all happening because of Instagram. Like this is all happening because of social media.
It's crazy, right?
Like that's the power of social media, that like we can all make ourselves be in some form of a celebrity that we want. Yeah. Some form of being known.
Yeah, being known.
That we want, right?
I love that so much.
And like that's like what's like that. Like I realized that I think maybe at one of my first, like it could have been like a Tom Ferry coaching event years and years ago. And it's like, oh, this kind of work this way.
Yeah. I think there's an important distinction there. You and I are cut from the same cloth where it's like I genuinely do not give two shits about being known. And that's from the bottom of my soul. And it took me a really long time to be comfortable with knowing that I am who I say I am with that. Like, I don't care about people recognizing me in a room. I care about people telling me that I've changed their life. And like, maybe that's an ego thing too, but like genuinely impacting people is like my life's mission. You know, like if I put you in a text thread with someone and that changes your life, like that makes my life. So maybe that is an ego thing too.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a little bit, and that's okay.
Totally,
like, that's okay. Like, we all have a little bit of ego.
Yeah.
It's just that when we use our ego like in a negative way, or when we like, to me, real estate agents have so much ego when they're in rooms, and I think it stems from insecurity.
Yeah.
But when you can have an ego that stems from positivity of just like, yeah, I do actually love connecting people. It gets me off that I was able to connect these two agents for a referral. Like that gets me off. Or for a speaking gig, that's great. That is a good feeling to have. And that's okay. Like that's when I think ego can come in a nice, positive way. Yeah. It's like when you use that ego in a negative way, like they don't know they don't know who I am. Like I should be able to be on this call. I should be the main speaker.
Or that's the primary goal too. Yeah. You know, like the primary goal being like at any given time, like I don't know how many followers I actually have. I know it's not that many, you know, like same with you. It's like how many you have? I don't know, like 30-ish, like, you know, whatever.
And it fluctuates. It goes up and down.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Okay. So let's talk about that.
We're at a steady state right now. So we're good.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. Okay. So shifting gears. So you now are pretty bold on social media with like what you post. Do you ever delete posts nowadays?
I've never deleted a post.
Ever?
Only of my ex.
That's fair. Really? Ever? You never have had like post regret?
I've had it, but I have never deleted it.
Really?
No.
Oh, good for you.
No. There's a certain one that I should have deleted and I didn't.
The grocery store one?
Yeah. That was one that was a very tricky time for me. I don't know if I would have done that now looking back, but I'm glad I did. And honestly, like the conversations that I've had in the last 2 years since that happened has been positive for the most part after the negativity that was for about 3 weeks. But like, I think for me, like, it's like, I've learned that like, I am very sensitive. Like I'm a very sensitive person. I've been like studying something called the vulnerability wound.
Interesting.
Have you ever heard of the vulnerability wound?
No.
I was like watching some like social media conference that like had some bunch of gurus on it, and he started talking about it, and then I like did a deep dive. And it's like your vulnerability wound is kind of what keeps you from showing up right now. And like it could be like culture. It could be like just how you grew up culturally. Like it's like buttoned up. You don't show too much of yourself. Like you want to show the good image. That's one. Another one is like you might have been bullied or made fun of. Like so like I'm gay, obviously. And so I
don't think it's that obvious.
And I probably knew at like 6 or 7 years old that something was different about me on the playground, that I was attracted to boys. But there was a couple other boys that were that way too, that maybe were a little bit more feminine acting, speaking a little bit more feminine. Nothing's wrong with that. But I saw they were made fun of. So I quickly learned to not talk. Just stay very safe, very vanilla, very in your lane, just not rock the boat. So my vulnerability wound is staying safe, not speaking up, just keeping everybody, the waters gentle.
Interesting.
And that's my vulnerability wound. There's a couple other ones too, but I've learned that my vulnerability wound comes out sometimes.
Yeah.
And the old Andrew, up until maybe even 2 years ago, would not have said that. And I did because my feelings were hurt and I just didn't like that. And I just wanted people to be nicer. And I said it, and it was so much positivity. And then the negativity came in, and it really came in. 8,
Every fiber of my being wants to tell the good people what it is that you posted, but I want them. But then the social media hat in me is like, no, go find it yourself and go look at the comments and spend 45 seconds reading every single comment, or 45 minutes. Go find it. How far back do they have to go?
That was 2 years. It is still there. So 2 years. Yeah. I guess I just try to lead by example. And like the biggest thing was that is I wanted to see agents get to, because that's a huge part of my audience. I want them to see I put myself out there.
Yeah.
It did not go well, but I got right back up.
No, listen, I think it was one of the most powerful social media things that I've experienced as a third party and also as a friend, because not everything is always sunshine and roses. That was a perfect example of like how it didn't go like, oh, you're vulnerable and you're rewarded for it. Nope, not rewarded actually. Completely trounced, like felt like I got hit by a tidal wave probably. It's like, go and hide.
Being stoned to death.
Yeah, and I feel like there's no like, you know, like in any good movie, there's like payoff and like resolution. I feel like there's no resolution. Like if you go and look, it's like just the hits keep coming.
I was getting like so like
I mean, all of us were cheering you on. Like
there were so many great ones, and people were so like, my people were so kind, and other people that like were like, that reached out to me and was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Like, it's not like we were all like letting you like hang out to dry.
No, but it was addicted. Like I was like addicted to reading the comment, but then it was like, they were getting so bad. Like I couldn't, like, I would just like, my eyes like would like go over them. Like if I saw like a word that I didn't want to see, I'm like, okay, don't read that comment. Don't read that comment. Don't. Cause I started responding and then I'm like, you can't do that either.
Yeah.
Like, and then because 2 times a year I take a week off of Instagram, and I was planning that time anyways because it was like July 4th. So I was like, okay, we're just moving this up a couple of days and I'm going off for a week. Yeah. And I'll come back. And
when you go off grid, is that worth doing?
Oh yeah.
Is it? Do I need to do it?
I personally love it. I know it's bad when I'm on my phone and like my thumbs just like they just know where to go. Like fingers just know where to go on Instagram. Like, oh, you go, like, unless they change the layout.
Yeah.
That's when I know it's bad. I like to go to Mexico, like Holbox, Mexico. So I try to do it around that time so that I can really just be by myself on the beach and just like chill.
Yeah.
I pick it like around Christmas and then July 4th. Because then I have the energy. Sometimes I'm just like tired.
Yeah.
Like planning this social summer right now, I'm tired. Like I can't wait to just take a few days off.
I bet.
After this.
I don't know how you do this. Like, how do you have okay, so your real estate business is thriving. You're booked and busy.
Yeah, it's doing good. It's doing like, it goes like, for me, like I'm not a full-time agent. I mean, I guess I am, but it's like, it's not my priority.
Well, your priority is building community, right? I mean,
yeah, like that's my priority. I'm also an agent. I'm also a coach. I'm also now an event producer. I'm all these things, just like you. You're all these things.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I am.
But me as the brand is the top. And then there's other things. I don't have any help when it comes to real estate. It's just me. But I'm not trying to grow a team. I don't want a team. Like I only take on people that I want to work with. Mm. So I keep it nice, simple, makes me happy. Thankfully in Los Angeles, you can do a few deals a year and be okay.
Yeah.
So like that's in me. And like also like, I think because I also help other real estate agents, it's important for me to be an active agent because I know other agents have coaches that aren't agents and it's hard to relate to them. When I can say, hey guys, this is what I'm doing for my business right now and it's working, then all of a sudden the trust is there. Yeah. There's a trust that's already built with me because I'm just telling everybody what I'm doing.
When I duck in and out of selling real estate, I definitely feel like there's inspo fatigue if I don't touch grass every week. Like every week I need to touch in with a deal. I am never the main agent on anything because you don't want me to be. But I'm involved with, like I always have my finger on the pulse, but I don't like to publicize that either because if like the second I start talking about that publicly, then our clients, and they're right that if they're buying a home, like they should have the most senior person in the ecosystem helping them. But I just can't do that. I checked out of selling real estate full-time 3 or 4 years ago, and I've never been happier. Like me ducking in and out, making sure that being able to lead the team, like I still have wherewithal about what's happening. That is the highest and best use of me. Yeah. I say this all the time. Like the second I realized that I wasn't an active agent anymore was when I turned to Holly and I said, I have to show this house. Like I have to show this house. And it's like, no, I get to, like, that's not a thing. You, like being like begrudgingly helping someone with the biggest decision of their life and you're annoyed by it. Yeah, like I don't like that anymore. You know, like, I mean, I'm authentic to my core and I'm like, I have got to make an adjustment here. Yeah. But to your point, I think it's such a mistake. If you're helping people with in any real estate capacity, you have to stay active. Yeah. Things change, like design trends. Yep. What are you seeing in LA right now with, I mean, can I ask you kind of so we're recording this at the end of January, beginning of February, 2026. The fires, the economy, what's happening in LA right now? Yeah,
well, I think it's a tale of like 2 different parts of LA. So it's Altadena and then Pacific Palisades. All these people, for the most part, want to rebuild. It's just going to take a very long time. It's going to take, like, I personally think it's going to take longer than 5 years. It's going to take like a decade. I mean, the whole Palisade is gone. Yeah. Altadena is like done. But those areas like Santa Monica went up because the people from the Palisades want to be close to where they're going to rebuild. So they moved to Santa Monica. Same thing over on the other side. They're moving to Pasadena. They're moving to like Eagle Rock, Highland Park, areas just outside. It's
so similar to not similar, but it's, you know, in Florida we have hurricanes, right? And it's like, we have a handful of people in one of my real estate communities, a real estating community. She lost her investment property, lost her main home. And like there's no, like, it's just like too bad, so sad, we go on with life. And now we live in a rental
Yeah.
And now I'm selling that for land value.
Yeah.
And like, there's nothing to be done.
Some of these people, like, you're having to pay a mortgage on a house that's not even there anymore. And now on top of that, you're paying for a rental.
Yeah.
And you're trying to figure out what you're going to do for your next move. And you're waiting for the insurance claims and all. I mean, it's just.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, I think for me, I was getting annoyed during that time a year ago when like people like in the end, like would be like, oh, they're actors. They can afford this. And I'm like, people don't understand. Like anybody is one fire away from being homeless.
Yeah.
Like
the guy that that's recording after us here, his home in the Palisades, he had a studio that he shot his podcast out of. Their home burned down to the ground, and they're here, and like we are letting him record here for free, obviously. Like obviously, I'm not charging anyone whose house literally burned down, but it's like you just move on.
Yeah, it was very, because I lived here during hurricanes. It reminded me of the aftermath of a hurricane is exactly what it felt like.
Yeah. So Andrew is putting on the social summit. First of all, where do people buy? Are tickets still available? Is it?
There are. There's not that many. I don't know when this will be aired, but there'll be even less by then. But if they go to socialsummit2026.com or my link in bio, they'll be there. I'm going to try and keep a couple for like closer, just in case anything like something like this comes out and people want to go. But
I feel like your venue also there is very flexy, like very flexible.
I think so. But I was there yesterday. Like there's only so many people I can fit in the room. That's the issue. It's not like a theater. It's not like the past 2 years where it's a theater.
I thought it was the opposite, that you could finesse more in. No. Like you have a capacity.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Capacity.
Got it. Okay. I mean, listen, people need to take this seriously because everybody that I've talked to has said that they're going. And then when I ask if their name's on the list, you're like, nope, like buy your tickets. Buy your tickets. Tell me this. Who are you most, and this is no offense to anybody, but who are you most excited to hear from? Because this is like an event for you too, right?
Oh, yeah. It's
like despite you being like a stress ball, there's that. But like you get to learn and hear from people too, right?
Oh my God. I'm kind of getting like my wish list of speakers that I would want at like an event that I was in the audience to. Like literally, I got everybody but one person I got for this event.
Who's your person?
That I wanted, or that I'm really excited for.
No, who's the person that you would want?
I really wanted Carl Gambino. And he was on board. He just couldn't make the date work. I was speaking at an event with We Fund LA in September. I was on like a social media panel. He was on like a top producer panel, as he should be.
As one is.
And as I should be on the social media panel. And he like he's really big about manifesting.
Yeah.
And like I'm in this whole like manifesting phase right now. So I was like, oh my God, I want people to hear more about him because I think he's like sold $2 billion in real estate, but like you don't get that from him. He's phenomenal. He's just a good person. Like I really enjoyed my time with him. He's the only bummer, but he said he'll speak at the next one.
He's a good speaker too. I love that.
So that made me, yeah, that's the only one. I think I'm excited for certain people for certain reasons, like Case Kenny, like to have somebody that's going to be like it was really important for me to get people outside of the real estate world. Mm-hmm. So like Case Kenny is going to be talking about like the power of optimism, and we're all going to write our own mantras. Like everybody's going to get a red Sharpie marker and a white piece of paper. So I think we know where that's going to go with him.
I love that.
So I'm excited. Like Brock Johnson to have like the Instagram goat there to just talk with us. I'm really excited for Glenda Baker.
I love her.
I just think that she is like such a force, like that we both of us watched glow up. But then like Kiana Watson, like I didn't even know this woman existed. And I'm like, where have I been?
Wait, really?
No, like she started coming on my radar because she had a big event in Atlanta in the fall. And I started seeing other agents or other like, I think sponsors being there, like, and they were posting about it. So I'm like, this is interesting. Who is she? So I kind of was like, watching, because I think we all watch each other if we're in this capacity. And I'm like, okay, she's interesting. And then like once I announced her, I will tell you, the day I really announced everybody, like on my stories, or I think it was a carousel post, she by far was the one that I got the most DMs about.
Oh, I freaking knew it. Let's go.
So like that's when I was like, okay, like that's pretty cool.
Let me tell you. So I moderated an event in San Diego, that Sandcastle thing. It was her, James Harris, and Brett Dickinson. And the way that she prepared for that panel, and this is not a shot at James or Brett, they're both busy, booked and busy, but so she. And the way that she not only prepared, but the answers that she gave, like everything that she says is so well planned and thought out. It's like you could literally write a script off of everything out of her mouth. Yeah. And it's not like cliches or like
It's very intentional.
Very intentional. Right? My favorite moment was she was talking about having audacity and like just having the audacity to do the thing. And it just like every time I think about how she worded it, I've literally told this story probably 10 times, and every time I butcher it because I can't deliver it how she is a beast. I absolutely love her. I'm so glad that she is coming.
And I'll tell you, Julie, so I was at a dinner last night and the agent next to me was so excited about Julie. She's like, literally, she's the only reason why I'm coming to the social summit. I was like, oh, thank you. But
I believe
she was she's like, I can't believe I'm going to get to be in the same room as her.
I believe it.
So that was exciting. Like, so like, that's what's so great about this. Cause I think sometimes like you and I are both Compass agents. Sometimes I feel like we only know whatever brokerage you're at, or if we're talking about Inman, we only know like within that Inman circle.
Yeah.
So to open it up to other circles and get to know other experiences, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Tracy Tudor, I always think she's going to be a badass when she's just real. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. And like we have like a woman that's going to be talking about creating AI teams. So like for me, like it was really like I love the fact that people are coming in out from the outside of real estate world, but then the ones that are going to be speaking from the real estate world are just like badass people.
Yeah. That Julia session is going to be so freaking good. My answer to that question, like who I'm most excited about is Julia for sure.
Yeah.
She's such a dear friend, colleague, peer. Like she and I have just been like so kind of similar to how you and I are, like just so kindred soul, like every bit of vulnerability that she has shared has made me go like, I see you as not only a human, but like it's like the same rite of passage, business owner shenanigans bullshit that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
Especially as a female in her position, blah, blah, whatever.
Yeah.
But she doesn't do a lot of speaking stuff. For how exposed she is on social media, she doesn't, for some reason, she has not been on the same like speaking circuits and it's not because she doesn't necessarily want to, she doesn't need to by any means, but like she just hasn't been exposed in the same way that
I was going to say it's exposure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'm so excited to hear her speak. She's such a badass. That session's going to be, I love her so much. Okay. So don't miss those sessions. How is this event different than last year?
Oh, God. I am so much more confident in myself, in what I can bring to the table. Also, I will say, like, I have like people helping me. You saw backstage last year. I had nobody. I'm like literally the wrangler. I'm running the slides. I am the stage manager. I learned from the past 2 years that I need to have a team.
Yeah.
And I need to budget that in to the budget of this event when I'm thinking of ticket prices and sponsors and stuff.
It sucks because it makes the ticket price expensive. And I feel like you do so right by people by keeping things inexpensive, but like you need that.
Yeah. So that's going to allow me to be, I think, a little bit more present this year.
Yeah.
But this year, I think also bringing in people from outside of real estate, which was really important for me.
Yeah. I love, love, love that. I see the social summit being real estate adjacent going forward. Like I feel like you're going to move more and more toward people that just want to learn. Like you have Krista Alterman speaking.
Yes.
Who's an interior designer, right?
Yep.
What's interesting about her is she built her fame on TV, and now she's building her personal profile. Her business profile has been it's been one of the design accounts that you would follow in our area, forever. But she was on the Vanilla Ice project. Everybody knows her here because that was shot here, right?
Yeah.
She was on HGTV. She's like super quote unquote famous, but she's building a social media presence from scratch. And her process with it has been so interesting, like really figuring out what her own brand is and like not her business's brand, but like what her brand is,
Yep.
She's super excited about just being in the audience,
Yeah.
You putting her on stage is really cool.
Well, it's just a good mix of people too. Like even the people that I've been meeting this this morning's event that I was at, like, and everybody's like, oh, we're coming to the social summit. Like, I'm like looking around, it's like a really just cool group of people, like that are all there for like the same reasons of just like building community, having a little bit of fun, putting themselves out on social media, or maybe they're like terrified of doing it. So they like to be in these rooms. One agent came up to me. She's like, oh, I want to come, but I'm trying to find it, like a friend to come with me. And I'm like,
I'm your friend.
Literally, like, I'm going to introduce you to 300 friends.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need
you don't need a wingman,
like a buddy system at this event. Like, this is the one event where like at last year's event in Los Angeles, like people were coming up to me afterwards, like, wow, like Andrew, thank you so much for making this event for all brokerages.
Yeah.
This is the first event that I was ever at that like, it was so cool because everybody could come to it.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a good point. Well, I think this is where your glow up I feel like it's not even like your glow up. I feel like you have like stepped into this. I feel like the spotlight has been on you and you haven't fully stepped into it yet until this year. And now I feel like you're not only have stepped into it, but you're like, I'm not stepping back out of it because you guys need me. Like I genuinely feel like that's the aura that I feel from you. It's
Yeah,
like you're
like
finally
I'm owning it now. Like
Yeah.
you're right. I had a brand photo shoot. The pictures are so good.
Are they?
And like I just was like, I can tell in the pictures too. I'm like, that's a different Andrew. Like this is the most confident Andrew that there's ever been.
I think the social summit is such a good illustration of that. Like the first one that you did, the one in your hometown, like people showing up for you was probably like people act like if you build it, they will actually come.
Oh yeah.
But like they did actually come, you know?
And
like,
I cried on stage.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And everybody cried on stage that spoke that day. Cause like, it was just such a moment of like, oh, if I build it, like they will come.
Yeah. Talk about that a little bit. Like anyone that doesn't know that story, like you putting on an event, holding your breath, hoping people come, people actually showing up.
Oh yeah. Like, so all these agents like wanted to get together and do something. So I'm like, okay, like and like all these luxury summits started popping up around the country. So I'm like, we'll call something the social summit. And it's going to be about social media and being a good person. And people were like, okay.
I love it.
And I was like, I'm going to do it. And like, then all of a sudden, I started like Googling prices and I'm like, oh my God, these this is hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm like, I don't have that. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll do it in my hometown. Cause I'm like, oh, I could get it. It's like historical theater. It's like $5,000.
Hometowns are cheap, man.
Hometowns are very cheap.
Hometowns are cheap. We love that for us.
Love a hometown.
Also very racist. Anyway.
A happy hour at a hometown, very cheap.
Yeah.
But it ended up being so magical. Like all these agents, I did feel bad for a second because they all thought they were coming into Philly. But then like it was like an hour outside of Philly.
I actually love that for future social summits. Like you could pick an agent from the social summit and then just have the social summit in their hometown. Like small town USA.
Well, even the lunch of the first social summit, like it was just like agents go out on your own.
Yeah.
It was downtown.
Yeah.
The rest, like we had to like stall the beginning of the second act of the social summit because people were like the restaurants couldn't handle all the everybody that was in town that day.
Where was it?
Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. It's actually on the up and up. It's like one of the best places in the Philadelphia area.
Because the social summit was there.
And yeah, exactly.
Every real estate agent in America was like,
summit.
You know where you need to move.
Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. But it was cool because like my mom got to come. My guidance counselor was like walking down the street that day and she saw my name out in the marquee and she was like with one of my best friends from high school. Like they were just walking down the street and they walked in.
Oh.
So like did like that, like, and I kind of, it was like so cool to just, I think I said the beginning of that social summit was 25 years ago, I couldn't be myself in this town. Now I get to be myself and I get to have 160 of you guys in this room be with me.
Yeah.
And that kind of like set the tone for that social summit. And it was just so great. Like the room block was at like one of the places I had my prom.
So special.
So it was just like such a really cool like time. And I think that kind of built the foundation. Cause I'll tell you like the amount of returning people that come to each social summit now is just getting like the retention rate, I guess gets higher and higher.
Oh, I won't miss another one. Like I said, when the second you put the tickets out, I was like, booked, done, paid. Like,
yeah,
boom, let's go.
It's just, I mean, it's different. It's like hard to explain sometimes like what it is unless you're there.
Yeah.
It's just a good feeling room to be in.
You know, it's funny. I was talking to James Harris yesterday. He brought this up. He's speaking at the social summit.
Yes. I'm excited for him.
So he was saying, no, that'll be fun. That's going to be fun. I'm going to show up. I'm going to Miami. I'm going to hang out with a bunch of agents. It's going to be fun because he hasn't been to one yet, but just the feedback that he's gotten about the social summit, that it's just a good time, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like he was dismissing the importance of it. It was more like, I've got that.
Yep.
Like it's social.
It's something that you don't have to really plan for. Like I also think it's like something that just comes so organic when
That's
we're
what I'm
all
saying.
there.
Yeah, it's so authentic, so organic. It's unintimidating.
Yeah.
You know, like just
and even to have like all these huge agents in this room, it's not an intimidating room to be in.
No, totally.
Because like the energy that's surrounding it is just like so much positivity.
Yeah. Last year, one of the things that really struck me was how the speakers, like we were all locked in the audience. Like there wasn't, you know, like at some events, how the speakers all hang out like with each other in the green room or or they show up and then they leave. I feel like it should be a requirement. If you go to an event like that as a speaker, sit in the audience, like attend the actual event. And I feel like that's almost a directive that we don't even need for the social summit because I know every single one of these people is going to be locked into every session.
Well, because all the speakers are so excited about the other speakers too.
Yeah.
So like they're like, I mean, that's like that was one thing when I locked in Case Kenny, I saw every single one of the speakers followed him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Like Glinda Baker, Tracy Tudor, you.
Well, so
like
many
all
of
them.
us, so many of us headline events that like we don't get to see each other.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah.
Like there's
it's in
like
passing and
yeah. It's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited for you. It's not why you came on here, by the way. I know that I want to make sure that people know what it's about and they need to go. And you don't have to be in real estate to go.
That's true. That's true.
I think it's gonna end up real estate adjacent. Do you want that? Or is not, do you not want that to happen?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I feel like real estate agents are the absolute best marketers on the planet. And if you're a small business, pay attention to what the real estate agents are doing. Because I feel like we lead everything.
Yeah.
True or false?
Well, my only issue, I think real estate agents are behind though.
Wait, really?
Oh yeah. I think real estate agents, when it comes to like building community and marketing, like online, are behind the times.
Really?
I think they're like always 3 steps behind.
Oh, that's so funny. I feel like we're 17 steps ahead.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. Like I see it as like even like agents like are just like so many of them are now putting themselves out there as a human.
Yeah.
Versus an agent.
I would say that the difference between the agents that are active creators and are not cut from that cloth, there is a disparity there. But I think that our creators, the creators in the real estate space, I like stand by this. I'm gonna double down on it. I think there's so many trends, and not even trends like trending sound. I mean like genuine marketing trends that real estate agents actually started, like storytelling on social media that and like events, like throwing events, and like if you look at like the things, do you know Stephanie Younger?
Oh yeah.
Like the events that she was doing back in the day.
Yeah.
Like if you look at how Glinda Baker was storytelling on Facebook Live in 2015.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like the real creators,
the real ones, it's like Taya DeCarlo doing Taya's 2 cents.
Yeah, really good example. Paige from Salt Lake
2020.
City. Yeah, Paige cycling in Utah. But I do think that there's a lot of room to grow for a lot of agents for sure. So shifting gears into storytelling and how I am obsessed with, like for our Hype Boss clients, I feel like the 2 things that people are coming to us for over and over and over again. And these are like big companies that are hiring us now to do these 2 things. The first thing is figure out how to tell a micro story. So how to tell a story about one of their products specifically. Like they want to storytell specifically about something that they're launching. And when I say storytell, it's basically market. I'm calling it storytelling because that's what they need. Like they see other brands doing it and they're like, that's what we need. Like, can you do that for this launch or this product thing, whatever. And then the second thing is community, like building community around their users, and talk a little bit about how that impacts real estate and like what you as a real estate agent would do in 2026 if you wanted to storytell and build community.
I really am passionate right now about agents showing the lifestyle more of where we live, like the Los Angeles lifestyle for me, of like showing people like that, what it's like to go to the farmer's market in Silver Lake on a Sunday, what it's like to go to the beach for happy hour and sunset, like in Santa Monica. Like, so like that, like instead of just like the just solds, the just listeds, the just like show people the lifestyle. Because I think that's where people like, I look at like when reels take off for agents, it's when they're really showing like the lifestyle of Florida.
Yeah.
Specifically this week with everything that is going on up north with the blizzards and being cold and stuff, like show the lifestyle. So like, I think like for me, like that's really important for agents to show lifestyle more, highlight local businesses. I always think like, I remember growing up, there was an agent in our neighborhood, Sue DeChambeau, and she was always at the bus stop. And I thought it was weird, like her kids were grown. And I would ask my mom, like, why is Sue always at the bus stop? And it's because she's a real estate agent. Like she was like the mayor of our neighborhood. Like she always knew. She was in charge of the volleyball teams that all the adults would do once a week. Like, and then like one family would host like once a month a party at their house. Like she's the one who organized it. Like real estate agents are community leaders, right? Like they build community. So I think like for me, it's if agents kind of like tapped into building community more.
Yeah.
Like, because it does, it's the storytelling and the community go hand in hand. Like, I love like how like so many women I know, like agents are like starting mom groups, book clubs.
Yeah.
The empty nesters are now like starting stuff for empty nesters. Like community is so important. I think that's one thing I've learned by doing the stuff that I do with agents over the last 6 years. Community is what
It's everything.
it's what keeps me going, but it keeps my business going. It's so important. Like people want to feel like they're a part of something.
Yeah, I think especially in 2026, now we are 6 years removed from the pandemic going on, right? And so there was like the social isolation stuff that happened with the pandemic. And then I think also all the anxiety that came out of that, like the FOMO stuff, and everyone did it all. And then with the AI journey that we're on, people, blah, 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 whatever, people are just craving authenticity and human connection.
Yeah.
Like any kind of in-person, it's why podcasting is taking off, because like you and I can't AI this. Like this is an organic, real conversation.
Yeah.
I'm reacting to what you're saying in real time,
Yep.
you know? And the thing is, it's so crazy is that you, as an agent, really rethinking how you exist in your community. And like to your point about Sue, starting the adult volleyball club, like anyone listening to this who's like, well, there is already an adult, you know, whatever, who cares? Do another one.
Yeah.
Like there is already a moms group. Who cares? Do another one.
Yeah.
There are 50 moms groups in Jupiter, and Jupiter's small. Like start another one. It's you're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think I'm always so cautious of making people feel like they're not doing enough. Like if you aren't a leader and you don't feel that in your bones, then sit it out.
Then that's okay. I'm always very clear. Like there are natural born leaders and there are natural born followers, and that's okay if you don't have it in you to lead a book club or anything. Then just find out what it is that is in you, because there's something in everybody.
Yeah, show up then. Like show up.
Show up.
Yeah, I think the if I was to hire a real estate agent, for me personally, I would actually want the agent that isn't out there on, so I would want the inverse of me, because I would want them to provide, like, to fill the gaps of my knowledge. Like if Ed and I moved, I would probably seek out a broker that is like very straight laced and then very deeply involved in the community, but not the community leader. Primarily because if I'm being vulnerable, I don't want to work with the most popular person in town. Because I have to be vulnerable about, like, I have 4 kids and I am, you know, messy and, you know, blah, 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 whatever. And so there's a place for everybody. If you're cut from that cloth, like putting yourself on social media, doing wackadoodle things isn't required, you know?
No,
like, but you can also enjoy the content and the type of stuff that you and I put out, like without feeling, I feel like my biggest message for people that ask me like what they should be doing on social media, I feel like, is that the number one question you get? Like what is it? Like,
oh yeah, how do I show up as my authentic self on social media?
Yeah, what's your answer to that?
Oh my God, I'm like, well, do you know who your authentic self is?
Yeah.
Because a lot of them don't.
Yeah. And I think—
And I was there.
Yeah, totally, same. Yeah. Oh my God, same, yeah.
So like, I think most people adults don't know their authentic selves or how to be. So I thought it's like, you got to start there, and you just got to, like, the biggest thing is like, you got to just watch what the time is that you're consuming.
Yeah.
I always, like, social media is not for everybody. That's okay. But if you're on social media and you're consuming all the time and you're consuming content that's making you feel less than, that's where we start having a problem.
From a distraction point too, just going off of social media completely. What we were talking about earlier, like I don't. Do you doom scroll? Like, are you intentional about it?
No, I give myself time to doom scroll. Like literally, like I'm like, okay, this is a time where I can just do whatever I want on Instagram. Most of the time I'm on there, but my algorithm's are very positive. Like my algorithm's really curated to me. It's like, it's either the Jonas Brothers. Right now it's a lot of Hillary Duff. Like I'm very happy. Like, oh my gosh, she's like coming back. She's got an album coming out the week of the Social Summit. Do you see what she looks like right now?
No.
She's so
This
hot.
is the algorithm in a nutshell. I love her and I know nothing.
So hot.
Really?
Oh God, Hillary Duff is like the hottest, and like she's owning herself right now. She's owning herself right now of like being that mom that was Lizzie McGuire. So like before, like 20 years ago when she retired and started having kids and stuff, like she was like, I can't play Disney Channel, like Lizzie McGuire stuff. And like now she's like, she did a show in Brooklyn like 2 nights ago and she was like singing all the Lizzie McGuire songs. She looks so good. She's like she's like, to me, what millennial women need to, like, she should be everybody's queen right now.
Yeah, I agree.
She's like,
look at her.
Look.
Oh my God,
and like there was a video of like
of
her kids like watching her sing, and like they were so excited.
I love
my God, it
that.
was so cute. Like she looks so good. I'm here for Hillary Duff right now. I'm obsessed.
What is something that you wish that people would ask you? Or what is something that you want to talk about that you never get the opportunity to? I feel like everyone always asks you about social media, your come-up-with story, your vulnerability.
It'd be like, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, where do you see
Where do you
yourself?
yourself? Yeah.
That terrifies me. 10 years, honestly, I think like I would really like to build what I'm building more. Like just like my community, my coaching programs, speaking and the social summit. Like I want to do more events. I think like I enjoy real estate. So as long as I enjoy it, I will continue to do it. It's going to be when I don't like it anymore that I got to figure that out. But I really enjoy it. I think building community has made me enjoy real estate again.
I love that.
There was a while I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But I think now that I see it in a different lens, I'm like, okay, I like this.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the act of building community. I really love when I help people that are moving to Los Angeles. That's my jam, is because it helps me see LA in another eye. Like that it's not tired.
You're such a good person to know if you're moving to LA too.
Like that
Welcome Wagon, like you're gonna connect. That built my business because it was so authentic, you know? Like what the hype boss in me can't help it. Like if you're moving to our area and you have a 7-year-old kid, that kid is gonna have friends day one. Like I will force myself upon them. You know, like
I'm gonna tell you all the best restaurants. I'm gonna say like this is where you're gonna go for a hike. This is you got to go to this farmer's market.
Yeah.
So as long as that happens, in 10 years, I probably will be still an agent, but I hope to like just keep growing. And I think like to me, it's just building more and more and more.
So people can join your monthly coaching?
Yeah, I do boot camps. I do like
weekly. You do those calls weekly.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Those calls are every Monday.
I need to join that.
I sent you the link. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I feel like, how many times have we done this? Every time I'm like, I need to join that. Can never.
You should do it.
I want to. I love that group. Okay, so there's the weekly.
Monday, so like that's like my membership, and I have an app coming out that's just going to be like a one-stop shop, and then like I'm going to start like 21-day fuck yeah challenges. So like it's just going to be like you'll get like some sort of like manifestation like thing to do that day. So like I'm just kind of thinking like more like you, like I'm so inspired by what you've built, like and like it's all kinds of things. It's like the ADHD brain in me like thrives on this.
Yeah.
I thrive on the fact that like literally I'm driving up from Miami yesterday, a 2.5 hour car ride, and I'm making calls, negotiating a request for repairs. Then I got to have a conversation about a sponsor for the social summit. Then I'm like on a call about one of the speakers that has questions. Like I love it. Like I thrive on it.
I do too. And it took me a really, really long time to be okay with being chaotic.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times that I've been roasted in my life for being on to the next thing.
Yep. Oh,
well, fucking look at me now.
Yeah.
James Harris, I keep bringing him up. There was this, I was sharing a cab with him in New York. We were shooting some content, blah, blah, whatever. And he was like on his phone and doing like he was just being ADHD, like bundle of James Harris, right? And I was filming a bit and he said this thing that is you'll appreciate this so much. He turned to me and he goes, ADHD, it's a real perk. And it's true.
It's a superpower. It is a superpower.
It's a superpower and it's a benefit. Like it is, I don't want to hear about being chaotic and like, no, I'm living my best life right now.
Somebody, I was on a call yesterday, it was a Zoom call on Monday with, I hired a coach to help me build community, like with my membership and stuff.
Love that.
And we had our 90-minute strategy session. And
Becky.
Yeah, with Becky.
Yeah.
So I had my call with her and we're like going over things. And she's like, I just have to stop. She's like, I've just been like sitting here and I don't know how to, it's like, how do you do all of this? And I was like, I don't know. Like I don't know anything.
A better question is,
different.
how do you not do this? Like, I can't sit it out.
I can't imagine.
I wish I had chill. I have no chill. Like, zero chill.
I can't imagine.
Anyway, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I love that you finally came to the mothership.
Years in the making.
Socialsummit.com? No, what is it?
Socialsummit2026.com.
I love it. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you so much for listening to In the Hype Seat. My name's Holly Meyer Lucas. If you have a guest recommendation for us, anyone with a cool story or with a journey that we should be sharing here on the Hype Seat, please let me know. You can listen to all the In the Hype Seat episodes wherever you get your podcasts, and you can submit any guest ideas, even if it's yourself. Go ahead and submit it to us at inthehypeseat.com.